John, it's even Grubhub.
Good for you.
That means I'll be able to feed myself. Yay.
Where's water?
I have water. Because you cheaply need it. And I cheaply knew you would need it. You're welcome.
Okay. Studying.
Yesterday. Now we're cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen.
Should I take general notes about this each game?
General notes about each game?
Yeah, that the computer does against the guy.
If you want to. Surface level.
I was asking you if I should. Or should I just keep it in the brain?
Just keep it in the brain at that level.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I'll say it on the record.
Yeah. That's what the record's for.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Poison XD, sir. They see me rolling. They hating.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
He got his money's worth out of that comment.
Okay, I'm missing it.
I'm missing it.
Okay, so this was the night C. It's not C3, it's C fucking 6. Let me change that.
I knew that sounded weird.
Yeah. C3.
Night C3 is a white move.
Night C6.
Not a black response to an opening move. It's quite impossible, in fact.
Night C6.
Well, unless that horse sprouted wings and turned into a Pegasus.
It's because I didn't go back and look at it. I was just trying to read it, remember from memory.
I should have caught it too, but...
And then the night gets so fucked. Oh my god.
Cringe every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Imagine not because you just panic fire and quit later.
He doesn't.
Ron.
Alright. Okay, so after we kill the knight, should mutate. Right. Well, the rest of that is just fucking chance, man, because, like, who...
You follow your principles, your rules.
Right, so...
Not chance, it's the principles.
Well, the fact that he just, like, made that huge blunder with his queen right after I put my
It's common.
knight out,
That's, for a 1400, that's quite common.
putting his queen right there. Then.
I mean, you know, it's common for them to fuck up in some kind of way.
Yeah, of course. See? Christopher, my phone's gonna break at this point.
Yeah, without a case like mine. This phone's too hot, too. That shit is dirty.
As hell.
So dirty. Needs rinsed.
Yeah.
Can you hold this?
Yeah. Where?
Just set it in the back seat or something.
for the jugular here. On the queen side because it's super weak. And I will remember Oof. Look at that beauty.
I know. It's gorgeous.
I remember this technique, I hope.
Oh, yeah. It relies on opening up that file and then having the pawn there so you can put the bishop there.
Right.
But luckily, the pawn there and putting the bishop there and having the pawn there automatically basically opens up that file for you with the queen. Once the pawn defends, that's why it's that's why it's a mistake to defend with that pawn like that in that situation. Because it lets you open up the file, and it causes all sorts of other problems too.
What was his best move? Where was it? This.
The back one. Oh, it says
Move the king.
King D8. Yeah. It's running away. But that's, you're still ultra fucked there because then you just take with pawn anyway and you're just checking it with the queen.
You wait, you say what now?
Even if they make
Oh, yeah, then you would just, yeah.
So, like I said.
Check with the queen. And, or no, yeah, check with the queen. Yeah.
But you're also,
And that square is threatened, so then he...
And you're threatening to keep taking with your pawn too. At the same time as checking.
Yeah, it would be bad either way. But, let's see.
Try suctioning it. Lower. See if that holds. We need another case like the one I have because it really protects it really well with short drops like that.
I just need to take my lanyard off my case. If I'm going to put it up there.
Yeah. I would do that right now if I were you, just in case, because it will fall again eventually, one way or another. But ideally, we would just get you a second case that's like mine, so that you can keep your lanyard on your case the way you like to, and just switch out cases when you stream with your phone versus when you want to carry it around.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Praise Adam.
Praise Adam.
It's a joke. Inside joke between me and Poison. Adam, ATOM. It's a Fallout joke. I'm gonna plug your phone and you're on 10%. Also, I need a fresh charge pack. This one dead. It is dead, right? Thank you. How would you define gross irresponsibility, DJ?
Gross irresponsibility?
Yeah. It's for a Twitter argument I'm having.
It would depend on how gross, what the general use level of gross is when people use the word gross. Behind, academically.
I agree, but a definition has to do better than it depends.
No, I mean, if I knew that, then I would be able to say what it is. Can you give me another definition of a word that uses the word gross before it and what it means? And then I'd be able to say.
It's not a scientific term. It's not a. I mean, I don't know the legally recognized quantitative definition of gross. Not aware that there necessarily is one.
Sure there is.
I'd be kind of surprised if there wasn't, since there is of like everything else.
Out of all measure, beyond allowance, fragrant, shameful. Okay, then that would be like, that's not that extreme. That would be like a level of, you say gross irresponsibility?
Yeah.
A level of irresponsibility that is both known and beyond allowance. And that level would be like anything that is known and goes against objective morality. The knowing it, in my opinion, knowing you're irresponsible and then being irresponsible anyway, that's flagrant, in my opinion. So that's the level. As long as you know you're being irresponsible, you're being grossly irresponsible.
You knowingly be a very small amount of irresponsible, such as like when you indulge yourself in a little bit more candy or dessert than you necessarily should.
Okay.
Without being grossly irresponsible.
Okay. And that was the it goes against objective morality part.
What?
So I'll reiterate what the goes against objective morality part. If you know it's objectively immoral to be irresponsible in this way and you do it anyway, then
It is objectively immoral to be a tiny amount irresponsible. It's just
no, it's not.
It's just a small objectively immoral thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, whatever. Agree to disagree.
Being a small amount of irresponsible brings us a lot of happiness. So that's not, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
No, that means it's not.
Besides- What?
Depending on the.
Having a little bit of candy, then more than you usually, that's not being immoral.
Wait, I didn't say a little bit. I said a little bit too much for your health.
Okay, well,
different from
quantify that, because basically any amount of sugar is,
That's not true.
well, it doesn't take a lot.
But it's not bad for you to have some on a regular basis. You're just not supposed to eat large quantities.
Okay, well then I didn't hear what you said. No, I don't agree that you should eat more candy than is healthy for you if you're allowed to have a normal amount. I was thinking you were saying some shit along the lines of if you're on a diet and you're trying to like only eat a set amount of calories per day, but you ate a little bit of more sugar because you know you've been good and you're out on an occasion or something. I don't know, or you just
no. If you've been good and you earned it, then no, wouldn't fall into the category of what I was talking about.
Okay, well that's what I thought you were talking about.
No. Obviously, that's not irresponsible.
Right. But, I mean, one might call it a little bit irresponsible.
Being good and then earning something and then getting
one might not think that they really earned it. One might argue that they're on a diet and their diet didn't stop just because they've been stuck true to their diet for a while.
They're all quantitative things, and it would all depend on the quantities. The thresholds are what determines whether it's responsible or not responsible. But it does matter how we set those thresholds.
One might argue that if you're on a diet, period, you are not supposed to break your diet.
Okay, but what kind of crazy diet would consist of no dessert ever?
They exist.
Okay, but that's just your dumb fuck.
And it's not necessarily don't consist of no dessert. They have a set amount of dessert, and you might be going a little bit over, just a little bit.
Okay.
Because it inherently limits it a lot.
If you believe that your diet that you're supposed to be following is the best way for you to get to
lose weight.
No, just to be healthy.
No. The goal is to lose weight with the diet. So you're limiting the calories and what kind of calories. That's what women do very frequently. And men.
Whatever, Deidre. I think you're splitting hairs.
No, I'm not. I'm just making an argument about how it's possible for someone to view eating a little bit of calories when they're breaking their diet, or a little bit of ice cream or candy and breaking their diet might be legit irresponsible.
I don't see how you're disagreeing with me.
I don't exactly remember where we disagreed, but I know we did.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go back and look at the video.
Me neither. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah.
Deal with my dumbass Twitter spar person.
You're on your own, please.
On my own.
Fuck.
More minutes of no turn on red, Deidre. Oh, make that 13. Hey, look, it turned green first.
No shit.
I love growth. Never get Dasher Direct. But I don't give a fuck about Dasher Direct right now. I want you to focus on chess.
Okay.
I would rather sit on the phone with them, although I can't before an interview.
Well, you could at least handle the whole part.
Yeah, that's true. But not the introduction or any of the talking parts.
Yeah. But at least we get done.
Not neat does one worketh upon.
And no one is studying the game they just did.
You just played a game?
No. I had the computer do one.
Oh, another one?
Mhm.
A third one?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
New opening.
Super exciting. What opening was it?
H6.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Fun.
He did it, and this game took 23 turns, so he
Yeah, H6 ain't the weakest opening in the world.
apparently.
But it sure ain't the best, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Always with the knight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put your knight out there, bro. I will fuck it up with a pawn. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, bro? Put your pawn out. Block my pawn.
Mm-hmm.
How many games do you want to analyze before you try your hand again?
Well, I want to,
It's your first time seriously analyzing the top level computer moves, so I
yeah.
would understand if it's a high number, but you should just set a number so that you know.
Yeah, no, I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to have all of the openings he does recorded once, and the only way I will know that is if I start running into them twice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, and just because he does it a second time doesn't necessarily even tell you that that's the end. But
right.
Yeah.
But if I get through all of them twice,
Yeah,
then
if you see them all twice,
I can
know
pee.
for sure you can stop then.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yep, 1400 is a good level to do that at. Yep. So take your time.
I mean, because that's going to be a good base, I
yeah,
think.
it'll set you up for a lot of success by doing that. Take your time and get it right. Learning is the point of this anyway, so there's no point.
I'm trying to when I start playing humans again. Ooh,
I know.
ooh, ooh.
Could be a big difference.
A big difference. My rating gonna be like shoot up. That's the plan.
Pew.
Yeah.
That's the plan, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
That's also my plan with myself. That's why I practice my puzzles. It's my artistic version of what your math brain is doing right now. I just bang my head against the puzzle wall, and
What?
I've made a lot of progress. I mean, my max puzzle rating is like mid 2300s.
What level bots should I be playing against when I go to humans again? I think it should be at least 2,000. Because humans are better than.
You have to beat the first master rate, the first quote unquote master bot, the lowest rated master bot.
Okay. I don't know what. I'll have to look at that the next time I start.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
let's. Cause fuck you bitches. Still analyzing game 3, right? And you have it recorded, right? The game? You always record it before you analyze, right?
We have this hanging. The E4 pawn was hanging at this point, and so moved the light knight to support it at C3, and then he does the stupid knight forward. So then attack that. Doesn't move it. Take it.
That's bad. Bad news bears.
Bad news bears. And then
It's all downhill from there.
yeah. Then castling, but I made a mistake and did this move the dark bishop first before castling.
Oh, yeah.
So then I had to protect it with the queen
I see.
at first, and then I could castle.
I see.
But I learned this really good rule for the knights, making sure they support each other.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing that well enough.
Way stronger when they support each other. It's like there's 4 of them when there's 2 of them. But alone, it's like, there's 1 of them.
So then we set up this pin. We're trying to set up this pin for the queen, because the queen, he moved his queen right in front of his king, so that was not good.
Red flag.
But he has his light bishop in the spot where he can
Defend.
block a pin. So next we have to get rid of that bishop.
Right.
So first we have to get rid of that bishop. So we attacked this pawn that was in the way,
Yep.
and we then moved our light bishop to attack his light bishop.
Yep.
But then there was some business with a pawn. But then we went ahead and took. So then we went ahead and took the light bishop. Finished the business with the pawn because he was threatening the rook.
Yep.
Had to move the rook.
Your commentary is so elevated
Yeah, I take.
compared to how it was.
So then.
And then what happened?
So then we're trying to finish this pin with the queen. Now that we have the light bishop out of the way.
Right.
So got that pin just went perfectly as planned.
Perfect as panned.
The knight was, and the rest I'm just supposed to put in the noggin, basically. Right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, new game.
Right. This is fun. Super fun.
Interesting. So this is a new opening F6.
First order, $11. Second order, $14. Third order, $20.
Thank you, Grubhub.
Grubhub. You know, long drives too. Totally normal, short to normal.
This one's a.
No, I haven't switched it yet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.